Okay, so this is our next manoeuvre that we're going to take a look at, which is the bay parking manoeuvre. We're going to do the bay park from the left hand side. So this is your start position inside the bay. So we need to pull out from the bay and make sure that we're leaving reasonable distance from us, in between us and where we park. The last thing we want to do is be too close to the bays, because we'll cut across the lines when we start to reverse in. So to pull away, we're going to get it into first, clutch to the biting point. We'll have a good look around the car to make sure that we're clear, which we are, and we pull away. So we're going to go straight first, so we're coming straight out of the bay, and now we're going to steer it right the way around to the left, and then we're going to straighten it up. So now we're on a perfect 90-degree angle towards the bays on the left hand side. You can see as we're looking directly at it there now that that line is coming perfectly towards us, so we know that the car's not at any angle before we start to do the reversing work. Now what we're going to do to start this manoeuvre is clutch in and go into reverse. We're going to do the preparation by getting the biting point, so we're going to lift the clutch towards the biting point now, which we've got just there, and now we start the observations. We're going to go over the left shoulder, into the left mirror, into the centre mirror, into the right mirror, and over our right shoulder. It's nice and clear, so we're going to start to reverse. Now the next point that we need to look at here is as this line starts to come across the door, you'll see that we've marked the middle of the door with a yellow dot. Now what we want to do is line that up with that dot. So it's at about that point there. So what we're going to do now is just stop the car. We're going to check over the right shoulder to make sure there's nobody coming, which there isn't. And then as we start to move again, we're going to full lock the wheel all the way to the left. And the car's starting to swing round to the right, so we'll check around again to make sure there's nobody there, which there isn't. And we'll check in through the left shoulder to make sure the bay's nice and empty where we're going into. Now what we're going to do is keep an eye on both of our mirrors, the left one and the right door mirror, and you can see the line starting to come round into that mirror now. So as we're parallel with that line, which we are there, we're in this side as also. We're going to just straighten the wheel up, so we're going to take 1.5 turns off to the right. And now as we do is just reverse back in, check through the left shoulder to make sure that it's clear, and we check through the right shoulder looking for our curb. And as we come back, we're going to put the curb into the corner of the door, and when it's there, we just stop the car, we put the handbrake on, into neutral, and relax our feet, and now we're perfectly square in the bay.